everybody, welcome back to my channel. I forgot to film an intro, so this is me desensitizing Avalon to Tarp, kind of going back and doing some basic work with her, getting them both back in shape. I'm going to be doing this with Kamani in a few days because I guarantee you Kamani's going to have a fit. If she does, maybe I'll post it on here as another video, who knows. But I just went back and started off with some basic desensitizing. Every single time I tie a tarp to a horse, I use hay string. You will see why here in a short clip, but I use hay string. You'll see here in a few Avalon just running around and me standing there. She was running, but she wasn't like in a blind run where she was like slamming into the fence and out of control or anything. Honestly, they're both in a smaller pasture now, and I think she just had a lot of steam to burn off. So multiple times throughout this session, she just kind of took off running, and I just kind of let her work herself out, and you'll see at the end of the video, she calmed herself down and relaxed right down. I just let her get all of her energy out. So here I have it tied to one side. I don't show both sides of every single thing because then it'd be a really long video. This was a 38-minute session, and then I rode her afterwards as a cool down at the walk only, working on some things. If you're following my Instagram, you will know exactly what we're doing. So she's doing really good with this. Honestly, I thought she'd have a little bit of a panic because this has been since last summer since I've messed with her in a tarp. There's a little log right there that we use to hold poles up, so she had to jump that. Trying to get her to go into canter. She's being a little lazy there. There we go. But right there, she stepped on it, and that is exactly why I use hay string, so that if she steps on it, she doesn't get caught up in it. It pops right off. So here I had it actually tied in the middle, and it kind of just slid to one side. So I went with it, and after we did this side for a bit, I put it on the other side and did the same thing. We're doing some changes of directions, which she's doing really, really good at. So here you can kind of see I'm just standing there. I'm not applying any more pressure. She is just hauling around. Perfectly fine. I honestly think, like I said, she just has a lot of energy to get out. They're used to a big 1-acre pasture with lots of room. So, you know, if she wants to go and she's being controllable, like I can still change her direction, and she still checks in with me, as you guys will get to see her in a second. She still comes in and checks in with me, then I'm fine with it. Now, eventually I'll start correcting it because I don't want it every single time, but I'm okay with her getting her steam off. We all need to get our steam out sometimes. But you can see I'm just standing there. She's just having fun. But I love this. She got done, and she just came into me like, hey, Mom, all right, I'm done. Let's go back to work. So here she's kind of looking at it. You can see she doesn't really like it on that one side. I tried to slim it down as much as I could. So we did work on that side quite a bit and got her to where she wasn't doing that anymore. I don't mind them looking at it like that, but you could see she was really uncomfortable. Love this there. She's checking in whenever I call her in. She's coming in on her own. This is sped up. I think this was like 6 minutes that was cut and sped up of her just getting to relax and catch her breath. Just letting her breathe in the oxygen. She had the ponies, they're unfortunately cut out of the video. She had the ponies running around everywhere because of the tarp on her. So, just sending her around again. You can see that she's trotting and walking now. She has calmed down a ton. Super happy. I just let her kind of do her thing. I know some people are going to be like, oh, you should have corrected her. Well, as you can see, it's not like the whole session was her running. There were chunks of it, but you can see here, she quieted down. She's not on a lead rope. I'm not forcing her to go slow. She's just chilling, walking around, catching her breath. And I'm also doing this to muscle her up. The round pen is a little deep right now. You can see here, I'm loving on her. The round pen's a little deep right now because everything's a little bit muddy, so she's really having to work. Here it's tied to the back of the saddle, bouncing on her butt. So hopefully this will help build some muscle, strengthen her hind end a little bit. We're working on walking hills right now too, so that'll hopefully help. We've also been walking over some logs and trees that are down around the neighborhood. Again, if you follow my Instagram, that stuff was up on my stories. And it's saved in my highlights if you guys want to see that. So it should still be up there. Just doing everything we can to strengthen her. So here, for the first, I don't think I've ever done this with her before. So I kept her on a halter and lead line. And I have one end tied to the saddle, and I have another end that I have a hold of. And we started off again on the lead line and doing some walk, trot, canter, just raising it, waving it, making it make noise, making her see it out of her eye, and kind of tugging on it a little bit, adding some pressure to the saddle. Just trying different things, because whenever I touch her with the saddle strings, because I've given her a few taps with it, she kicks out. She's actually bucked with me once or twice now from doing that. So I'm just trying to see what's bothering her, what's gonna bother her, what are her thresholds. Doing really good with this. Now here, I didn't lengthen the string enough, so she's kind of pulling me around. So I actually don't mind this because I'm able to run too. And you can see she's not going dangerously fast. Like, she's not freaking out. She's just kind of going a normal pace. And I actually tied it to her tail, which I don't believe I've ever done. Now, when I do this with Kamani, I'm pretty sure she's going to freak out. We will see. You can see the ponies in the background, but I love this there. She's got a nice low head. She did stop a few times like this. Now, I don't think it was her being afraid of the tarp. I think it was she's never felt that pulling feeling, and it's muddy, so she's kind of having to pull it to really get it to go with her. Perfectly fine. So I picked up the whip just in case I need to ask her to really move out. But I love how calm she is now. She's nice and relaxed. Just moseying on along. Asking for some speed here. I might, the next time, open it up a little bit more, but it's not rolled up extremely tiny. It's got some length to it, some size to it, the way that I got it folded up. And then I asked her to canter, and she had hit the fence, which is why the camera angle changed. Perfectly fine, actually. And this is the end of the video. Again, I didn't film an intro or outro, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.